get your name for the minute. Okay, meeting minutes from the April 3rd regular meeting. Comments, criticisms?
Complete to me, I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, I'll second. John?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
Mike? Yes. Okay. And we have guests, the Bainbridge trustees, which are MIA, but if they ever show up, we'll talk to them. And we'll go on scheduled reports. Chief Phillips.
Only have one thing, that's to mention that we've been evaluating electronic signs to replace the signs that arrive downtown the station. And we've come up with we got selected several bids, went with the lowest one, sign's been ordered. So in a couple of weeks, we should have new signs out.
Great.
So from my report, our renderings, we kept it simple. So that's pretty much what it's gonna be. We didn't get fancy. Some of those proposals got quite outrageous, up to 28,000.
Yeah.
We weren't doing stuff like that. So that's the only thing I have to report.
Yeah, we looked at the two predominant ones are the red letters and the gold. And everybody concurred with seeing these signs. These are the most, gold is the most reasonable, readable.
Readable.
In multiple, whether it be night or.
So we did the
something like-
two-colored sign.
You using the old columns?
No, they're rounded out.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's it for me.
I guess we ought to revisit back to ancient history. Did we pass a motion to, we're gonna fund 50% of this?
Correct.
Did we ever do a motion to that effect?
I believe we did.
Did we?
I don't recall.
I don't think you did.
I don't.
I kind of don't think we would have.
You kind of agreed that you were going to,
I
but that
know
was
we agreed
it.
in principle, but I'd like to make a motion as
Okay.
of today that we will agree that the township and the fire department would split these costs 50%.
Okay, I'll second.
We on amount here?
It's 16,000 something. 16,418. The next one up was 10,000 more, believe it or not.
So we're in for 82. That's all right.
2014. Yep. Okay.
Fred, we've already made the down payment, so probably when we complete the project, it's done, we'll just submit an invoice to you guys or something.
Sounds good.
Vote on that.
John?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
Mike? Yes. Okay, Mr. Eberly.
A couple things. We did complete the revision of all of the road ratings. And we've had several meetings with the Geauga County engineers. And we've visited the roads. We've come up with some, I think, pretty successful ideas to attack these projects as to the timing and the preparations that are going to be required. And I think Emmerich is in agreement with the engineers, and so that's been some real fruitful discussions, I think. And so I think we're going to actually take a little action. And rather than keeping these esteemed gentlemen here, we might
Read these resolutions?
want to proceed with those, Mr. Chairman.
I think we can do that.
They charge us by the hour, by the way, so.
Double for evening.
And evening hours are double.
That's the first one.
2 times 0.
That's right. No, Emmerich and I, we really do, and the township appreciates the efforts that we put through this, and I think it shows in our projects, so more heads makes a big difference.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and read the first one.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is Resolution 2017-09, and this is a resolution to participate in the Geauga County Engineer Resource Rental Program. And whereas the Local Government Innovation Fund Program was designed by the State of Ohio Department of Development to promote efficiency and increase productivity among local governments, and whereas the Geauga County Engineer's Office, serving as the lead agency, has secured Local Government Innovation Fund loan funding information to acquire various pieces of heavy highway equipment for use in maintenance projects within the local Geauga County political entities to maintain local roadways and facilities in a more effective and economical fashion. And whereas the Geauga County Engineers Office has established a resolution of the resource rental program to facilitate the logistics of resource sharing and utilization, and whereas the Auburn Board of Trustees desires to participate in the program to utilize county-owned heavy equipment and manpower as needed to efficiently, effectively, and economically complete road maintenance work within the township. Now therefore be it resolved, Auburn Township will participate in the resource rental program established by the Geauga County Engineer. Be it further resolved that Auburn Township understands that the resource rental program utilization is at the discretion of the Geauga County Engineer's Office and will abide by the rules established by the Geauga County Engineer. Be it further resolved that the following persons are pre-authorized to serve as authorized township resource rental program representatives and shall be empowered to request resources on behalf of the township. Now, who do we want to put as the designated?
Well, I know Mr. Gordon doesn't have much to do, so we could probably make him.
Okay.
Do you have a little more space on your plate then?
Just a little. And I do believe the past signing, Mr. Everly, you were on there
I
as
do
well.
believe so as well. I
Okay.
have a full empty plate.
John Eberly.
This is nothing new. This is 2-3 years ago, something like that, so.
Do we need anybody else on there, or the two of you will cover it? Okay. So that'll be the Emmerich Gordon and John Eberly will be the representatives. Be it further resolved that Township Resource Rental Program representatives may request resources on a rolling line of credit up to the following dollar amount to be paid off within 30 days of the date of invoice. Do I put a figure in there? What would be reasonable? You know, what could we use that we would need? 2,500? Does that cover us?
Doesn't obligate us to do anything.
Doesn't obligate us, just, we just have that figure in there.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay. $2,500 it is.
Okay, that's a motion to adopt that resolution, was it?
Mhm.
That is correct.
I'll second that.
John,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes. Okay. Hand me one for PJ to read. Yes, sir. He helped the big words you learned.
Yeah, needs help with that small print, maybe. That's my problem.
Do you have a Braille copy?
All right, this would be Resolution 2017-10. That's a resolution to order asphalt resurfacing, Sections C and D of Taylor May Road. Board of Trustees determined the unanimous vote in previous resolution that public convenience and welfare require the improvements of Section C and D of Taylor May Road. Authorized engineer to prepare engineering plans in accordance with 5573.01 of the ORC. Engineers completed these plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specs for the improvement. Filed those with the board. Board of Trustees reviewed plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specs, and find them acceptable. Cost of such improvement will not be excessive in view of public utility thereof. Whereas Board of Trustees satisfied public convenience and welfare require the proposed improvement, therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees, in accordance with 5573.06 of the ORC, hereby orders that such improvement proceed. We resolve that we hereby adopt the surveys, plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specifications for such improvements, costs paid from local funding sources in accordance with revised code. Further resolved that the fiscal officer of the Board of Trustees is ordered to let this project for bids in accordance with 557502 of the ORC. Bids shall be let upon a unit price basis. Bids shall be received by Fred May, fiscal officer, until 4 p.m. May 15th on 2017. Bids received will be publicly opened and read aloud at 7:35 that day. Further resolved that the fiscal officer of the Board of Trustees is hereby instructed to transmit a certified copy of this resolution to the Geauga County engineer. We're going to do that real quick. That's a motion to adopt.
Second.
John,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Gentlemen, as part of that resolution that also talked about approving the specifications, and as part of our documentation, I have the original copy of the specification cover sheet that I'm going to put in front of you for signature,
Okay. This is a copy then.
That we can do, we have a lot of ink.
and then I'll take the original back and use that as our,
And let's just enumerate what the project consists of. Drainage, culverts, new culverts, full depth repair, some stabilization, and a new surface. And that, as Mike said, will go from Munn
to the Bainbridge Township.
west to the Bainbridge line. Bainbridge is also improving their section of Taylor May Road. And so we should end up with a nice, decent stretch of road, which will make a big improvement.
And then our tree removal.
Oh, we've already
portion,
completed the
the
tree
tree removal, stump grinding snaps.
and
So,
stump
They've done
grinding.
that yet, have they?
The grinding and
Yeah.
stumps, no, so they'll move them in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but the trees are all to get down, so.
You gotta get these too.
You want to read one, Mr. Leverly, or you want me to keep
No, I'm
going?
too intimately involved.
Okay, that's true. You wouldn't be able to give a... All right.
Conflict of interest.
So then we have Resolution 2017-11. Resolution to order the asphalt resurfacing of various roads. Whereas the Auburn Township Board of Trustees is determined by unanimous vote in Resolution 2016-35 and 2016-36 that the public convenience and welfare require the improvement of Riverwood Lane, which is TR 680, Auburn Springs Drive, TR 956, Cumberland Trail, TR 998, and Furwood Trail, TR 999, and authorize the Geauga County engineer to prepare engineering plans in accordance with Section 557301 of the RISE Code. Whereas the Geauga County engineer has completed the plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specifications for the improvement, and has filed the specifications with the board, and whereas the Auburn Township Board of Trustees has reviewed the plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specifications and finds them acceptable, and whereas the cost of such improvement will not be excessive in the view of the public utility thereof, and whereas the Auburn Township Board of Trustees is satisfied that the public convenience and welfare require the proposed improvement, now therefore be it resolved that the Auburn Township Board of Trustees, in accordance with Section 557306 of the Ohio Revised Code, hereby orders that such improvement proceed. It is further resolved that the Auburn Township Board of Trustees hereby adopts the surveys, plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specifications for such improvements, and the cost which shall be paid from the local funding sources in accordance with Section 557307 of the Ohio Revised Code. Be it further resolved that the fiscal officer of Auburn Township Trustees is hereby ordered to let the project for bids in accordance with Section 557502 of the Revised Code. Bids shall be let upon a unit price basis. Bids shall be received by Frederick May, fiscal officer, until 4 p.m. official local time on May 15, 2017. Bids received will be publicly open and read aloud at 7:40 p.m. the same day. Be it further resolved that the fiscal officer of Auburn Township Board of Trustees is hereby instructed to transmit a certified copy of this resolution to the Geauga County Engineer. Okay. And we'll motion for our resolution and our vote. I'm going to take a vote here.
Second, right?
Do we sign this or just you sign it and take the vote? John?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
Mike? Yes.
It's a pretty aggressive paving program there.
Likewise, that's the cover sheet for that specifications, and while I'm here, I'll give you the next one.
Okay, so we gotta do that one.
Get that one too. I'm gonna make it back on here. Put that back on, put it right with this package.
Okay. You guys can sign that one too. Yeah, sign this one. Okay.
Yeah, we need to do chip seal yet.
Yeah, we got one more.
Okay. Maybe this one. Okay. And we have resolution 2017-12, resolution to order the chip seal of various roads. Whereas the Auburn Township Board of Trustees, Geauga County is determined by unanimous vote in resolution 2016-01 that the public convenience and welfare require the improvement of Stafford Road, TR 187, and Valley Road, TR 199, and authorize Geauga County Engineer to prepare the engineering plans in accordance with section 557301 of the revised code. Whereas the Geauga County Engineer has completed the plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specifications for the improvement, and the filed specifications with the board. And whereas the Auburn Township Board of Trustees reviewed the plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specification and find them acceptable. And whereas the cost of such improvements will not be excessive in view of the public utility thereof. And whereas the Auburn Township Board of Trustees is satisfied that the public convenience and welfare require the proposed improvement. Now therefore be it resolved that the Auburn Township Board of Trustees, in accordance with section 557306 of the Ohio Revised Code, hereby orders that such improvements proceed. Be it further resolved that the Auburn Township Board of Trustees hereby adopts the surveys, plans, profiles, cross-sections, estimates, and specifications for such improvement, the cost of which shall be paid from local funding sources in accordance with section 557307 of the Ohio Revised Code. Be it further resolved that the fiscal officer of Auburn Township Trustees hereby ordered to let the project for bids in accordance with section 557502 of the Revised Code. The bid shall be let upon unit price. Bids shall be received by Frederick May, fiscal officer, until 4 p.m. Official local time on May 15, 2017. Bids received will be publicly opened and read aloud at 7:45 p.m. the same day. Be it further resolved that the fiscal officer of Auburn Township Board of Trustees is hereby instructed to transmit a certified copy of this resolution to the Geauga County Engineer. I will make a motion.
I'll second the motion.
John?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
Mike? Yes.
practice, the Geauga County Engineer's Office will forward the legal notices for each of these 3 jobs to the newspaper on behalf of Auburn Township. We send instructions to send the fee for that legal publication directly to the
Okay.
township office. We will also post those legal notices on the county engineer's website. We distribute the specifications to the area plan rooms as well as area contractors for free, no charge to them. And they're required to submit a request for a bid proposal if they wish to be considered a registered bidder. We will distribute that bidders list during the bid period between April 27th, when it goes in the newspaper, and May 15th, when the plans will be opened here at this office. Somebody from our office will likely attend the bid opening, just as a observer and assistant. The trustees are not required to be here, but we did end up putting it at the date and time of your normal township trustees meeting.
Oh, we wouldn't miss it.
Normally bid openings, it is not required that the trustees, all 3 of them are present. It is simply a matter of publicly opening and reading the bidding documents. Typically, the
We just
fiscal
do it because we
officer.
like it. Nothing better than a good bid opening.
There you go. So, again, we'll take care of all of that end of it. If I can collect the original covers, and then Fred, if you'll send me,
Make sure I got those
yeah,
correct.
if you'll send me a copy of the, oh, I got the resolution.
Yeah.
Cover, resolution, cover, resolution, and the rental resource program. Okay, well then you don't have to send me a copy of the resolution.
All right.
We got that. So we should have everything we need, and we'll keep you guys abreast of progress, as you'll get an email on Tuesdays and Fridays through the bidding period, and then we'll see you on May 15th.
Okay,
Very good opening.
thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Folks, thank you. Have a
Take
nice
the rest of the night off. Okay, now that's pretty much knocked out new business. Okay, old business, we have received the bid special pricing for the Auburn Adam Hall renovations. And we got a total for the work requested of $258,886. And I would like to make a motion to accept that proposal.
I got a couple things I want to discuss on that first.
Okay, shoot.
And I called Marty Snowd earlier today. He did not return my call, but I did get a hold of Jim Dixon, who was straightening out more than a few things. Number 10, power and lighting will be as discussed in addition. As I read that, I thought it would be in addition to the 259. Per Dixon, it's in the addition.
Right.
Okay, just making that clear. I wish Marty was here, so that's the kind of thing I was gonna ask him. Okay, the repair of the power line is addressed in 11, and in clarifications, number 3. And Chief, I think Nancy asked you about that, and that should be good, that amount,
Yeah.
which is within the 259. Asphalt removal is from the parking lot to the west where the new, where the addition would go, and the fill's gonna have to go in, is that correct?
That's gonna be reshaped.
Fill, number 15, site will be filled for the addition, and the fill is coming from up here, right? Now, my question there is installed by, we're gonna haul it, I knew that, but the installation of this,
Hummel will take care of that.
well, that's not what it says there.
That's what we're doing.
I think we need to amend that to installed by Hummel Construction then. I trust they have the equipment there to do it, and I know we don't, so. So on 15, that's a concern of mine. Number 19, what we're down to, what we're off the complete wish list we had, which was kind of lengthy. We're to the addition and the floor. And the LED lighting changeover in the parking area. And I did ask for a breakout on that, and that's 15,000. But as long as Hummel's doing the laying in of the material for the fill on this addition, I'm okay with that then. That was a concern of mine, because we were talking about, we have to rent equipment, are we gonna do PSI tests on that, like we've done in the past?
Well, we're talking about 10 holes of dirt, DJ. We're not talking about a lot of dirt.
We're talking about 20, so I don't wonder.
Well, you calculated it as 20? Okay.
200 tons. We're gonna do the curb cut, and the county's doing the curb cut, we're doing the asphalt.
Yeah, the county will do the curb cut. I did receive from the county engineers the driveway permit, which is required to stub a new driveway, and then that was handed over to Mr. Dixon. He has that in his possession. My discussion with the engineers, they would like to see the positioning of the new entrance, and they would like to come out and approve that as far as sight distance to east and west. As far as the curb cutting, I did suggest that Hummel would take care of that, and they would rather have their contractor. They said they do it the way that they like it. As far as any fees or waivers there, we'll have to talk with them about that. The driveway, the existing driveway, talking with the contractor that we do work with, which is Mr. Lamb, he does have a grinder, and he has did that in the past for us. And I think that's what we came up with, that we'll grind that entrance out ourselves and then replace the asphalt in that entrance.
So number 20 has nothing to do with Hummel Construction at all anymore.
Which one?
It's on the proposal from Hummel, but,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been scratched out.
okay. Okay, Fred, we set aside, I know, we had a discussion, I can't remember if we did an encumbrance, but we're pulling the bulk of the funding from acquisition and improvement, and we're gonna throw some general into, what were those amounts?
If I recall, I think we were gonna do 150 from land improvement and 100 from general fund.
Which still comes up, this is still more.
A little bit, we have money in land improvement we can hustle around.
Well, it's a sizable investment, it needs, everything we're talking about is safety related, I suppose the lighting is cost related. Floor needs replaced, and we need a place to store these tables. So if you're looking at, we have the funding in acquisition and improvement, we aren't going any further in the general. Right?
That'd be my suggestion.
Well, if we can amend this to that installation of that fill by Hummel, then I'll roll with it.
Okay, how do you want to word that?
It's number 15, site will be filled for addition, fill provided and installed by Auburn Township. We're gonna provide the fill, but we're not gonna install it.
Right, correct.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's correct.
You change
Okay.
installed by Hummel. Fill provided by Auburn Township, but installed by Hummel. They're gonna have the equipment there.
Okay, okay. I have the original one here, so.
You might as well scratch out 20 too.
And just say, field provided by Auburn Township. Installed by Hummel. So we'll just initial this copy. Okay, motion stands as amended.
Then I'll second it.
John,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes. Okay, you guys just want to initial that. Okay. Now, I'm gonna need a Carl,
Yes.
I think I can trust you for this. Emmerich, if you would please give us the Bill Bad can up there. We are making a drawing tonight for one of the commemorative plates. It's up here. She put it up here, not down here, up here.
My
She
question.
wanted it there.
No, you got.
If you could have Carl pull out one of the, whatever is in there.
No peeking. Okay, change that to the chairman.
Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome.
Don't go anywhere, Carl. There's no name on here, but it says, he did well in Auburn and moved to Hunting Valley. Is that you?
Are you serious, Mike?
Yeah. Well, I just happened to run into him today at lunch with a couple of his kids, grandkids.
I think we may have to pull another one that's got a name on it. This one's disqualified for lack of name. I don't know how many are in there, but
All right, I'm just telling you, that's where he is right now.
okay, make sure she gets a good view of
Bought a
the
large tract of land up there. Oh, that's cute.
Very good.
Okay, we're trying it. Thank you, Carl. Don't go anywhere. And the winner is Dorothy Zoka.
Where is he?
Hmm?
And where is he?
Doesn't say.
Well, you gotta know where he is.
Or where was he?
Okay,
Okay.
you want to try this again? Yeah, they caught me out of detail. Apparently, we've got one here that says where he was, that he moved to Hunting Valley, which I don't think is correct. And we have
How
a
would you
name.
know that?
Now, the quick question is, did they have to come in and drop this in, or did Nancy get the information from them?
She got information.
And so she put it in, so.
Yeah.
I put that in there myself,
Well,
so.
that's why you
So-
got rejected, but Nancy put this one in for Dorothy Zoka, so we're good. Dorothy Zoka is the winner of a plate.
Yay. And Nancy neglected to say where he is.
No, she told Nancy put her into the drawing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nancy didn't write it on the card.
Oh, okay, well, I think that's a...
See, Nancy's the one that
Okay,
puts
for
it in.
next drawing,
Huh?
I want that clarified.
Okay. Okay, make a note to Nancy that, make sure they put on the note where they came from. Okay. All right.
Now, Mr. Chairman, I would ask you to go to Hunting Valley, check the rolls. He bought a large tract of land up there. It's living very happily.
Well, that's a nice place. You can afford the taxes.
You can afford the tax.
Okay. All right, was that all for your report, Mr. Eberly?
Yeah, I'm
When you
done.
went through
I got-
resolutions, are you done?
I got all the roads paved, bids, I did.
So you're good.
this,
Mr. Kavanaugh, your report or?
I have very little to report. I think we're on there down at the save the date thing though, and I missed my second rehearsal, so I don't know if I can remember both of my lines, but we're going to, on Sunday at 1 o'clock at the high school, Arts Fair, is this much talked about reenactment of the establishment of Auburn and Bainbridge Townships. And we've, Chuck Hess has done, actually he's done a lot of work on this, and he put the whole script together, we timed it out, everything fits. I might want to add that I think he wants his name above the actual title. It's going to be starring Matt Flowers, because I just wanted to know that.
I deserve it. Looks good. Looks good. Costume.
He does. Anyway, that'll be 1 p.m. and we'd hope to see some people up there. It's a lot of work's gone into this. He's got period costumes. It could be a fun little 20-minute deal up there, and maybe learn something about how Auburn and Bainbridge actually were established together. And
Well, while you're doing save the dates there, PJ, you want to go through the rest of them also, so everybody knows what's going on this weekend?
Sure, we got roadside cleanup at 8 a.m. We have like gloves and whatnot this year. Do we get those for Judge Trumbull? Do you know?
Typically, we get it, and Nancy picks them up. so-
We do. We usually have some gloves and I think some bags and maybe some vests or some colorful things there too. Scouts tend to help with us with that, and there's going to be hot dogs and other refreshments, whatever Mike decides to cook on around 11, 12 o'clock that day at the garage this year.
Okay.
Okay, senior pickup day, that's right, and I'm starting to get calls on that actually. That's the seniors will pick up for our large item cleanup day, which is the first Saturday in June. But you gotta pre-register so seniors can get their things picked up at their homes, and they don't have to bring them up by calling the Department of Aging, 279-2130. And as I said, our cleanup day is June 3rd. That's Saturday, 8 to 1. We gotta get
That will
that.
be at Adam Hall this year, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
It worked pretty well.
Right
It worked
now.
pretty well last year.
It worked, I think it worked great last year.
We got that fee schedule. We have to, sure be the same as last year,
Yeah.
but we gotta get that posted up here too. There will be a small fee, a nominal fee. We try to limit that to Auburn residents. We do limit it to Auburn residents, so.
I think the fee schedule is on the website.
8 tires per truck is all you can bring. 8 tires per vehicle is all you can bring. That's a lot. I think we're taking refrigerators
And senior
stuff
pickup
still
day
now.
will be not on Saturday.
No, it's gonna be the 2 days prior.
Right.
Yeah.
And PJ, the one thing that we do is accept the tires on there as well.
Right, still no more than
You don't have to
per
bring it
vehicle. Used to be we couldn't take refrigerators and things like that, but now I think we do, right?
Hopefully not too many in the basements.
Okay. Anything else, PJ?
No, that's all.
Fred?
Okay, I've got your regular fiscal reports in front of you. Your fund status report, revenue status report, and appropriation status reports. Also have in front of you warrants 3729 through 3756 totaling $247,524.35. Of note is our payment to the Auburn Volunteer Fire Department for fire services. 1/3 of the contract amount, an amount of $232,000. That's all I got.
Okay. Public comment? Yes?
Couple of questions. Warrant 3741 to the Department of Water Resources, and 3745 to NEOAPWTX.
Department of Water Resources is for sewer at Adam Hall.
Is for what?
Sewer at Adam Hall?
Sewer bill.
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
that's what it is.
And the other one, which is far more cryptic?
Perhaps Emmerich could explain that one. That's for Northeast Ohio
Correct. Every year.
Public Works.
Yes, every year we send a couple of our crew members to, it's continuing education, and the surrounding communities get involved, and it happens this year at the fairgrounds. It was called the Snow and Ice Technology Workshop.
Oh, is that what it was? It's always been called that?
No, the people that run it have changed it now, so,
Okay.
yeah, so that's.
It was a lot easier to understand before.
Right, yes.
Okay, okay.
And that would be the enrollment fee for the classes
Right.
for that day. so.
Right, and that doesn't happen until July, August?
It happens in May.
Oh, coming up,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, in May.
okay. Cool.
Okay, any other public comments? Okay. And then we will be having an executive session for KCE representative and a BZA alternate. So I'll make a motion that we go into executive session for interviewing.
Second.
John,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. And there will be no business conducted at the end of the executive session.